So today marks something of a landmark. We're going to talk about retirement because, well, it's quite relevant at the moment. Now, this is a topic I've not seen anyone on YouTube do because nobody's really had a long enough career through that to have actually got to the point of retirement. So this could be interesting. But here's the crack. Today is my last day doing the school run. And it's also the day after I spent a very long time with my accountant discussing my future. And there was an interesting question that was posed, and I think it's something we should look at here because this is relevant to all of you. After speaking to my accountant, I spoke to the chap I speak to when I need life advice. And he said, Scott, that's great, you can retire, well done. What are you going to do with your day? What are you going to do? And this is why this is important for you guys listening. What am I going to do with my day? I no longer have to do the school run in the morning. That is a great liberation of time. That was the only thing I had to be somewhere for in my entire day. That was the only thing. There was nothing else in my day which meant at this time you must be there. Of course, work and jobs and shoots and stuff, but like today, having done the school run, nothing. There is no one's using my time up apart from me. Here's what we're going to do. And obviously in my head I was like, well, I'll get an allotment, I'll play dominoes, I'll probably join a church or something. I've got to do something to fill the time. I was like, I don't like any of those things. What am I going to do? I'm going to wake up at 5 in the morning. I'm going to take the dog out in the countryside for a walk for an hour and a half, 2 hours maybe. Come home, have some breakfast, go to the gym for an hour, get to work for 9. And this is the point where it clicked. I'm going to get to work for 9, even though I'm retired. And I'm going to create all day long. I'm going to make documentaries. I'm going to make YouTube videos. I'm going to shoot series of still images that I want to shoot. Carrying on my sort of creative art flow because I love documenting the way I see the world and the way that I shoot my still life. I know it looks like, oh, it's commercial work. I shoot my still life as a documentation of what I like, of what I see the world as. So you'll notice there's lots of sugar, there's lots of alcohol, there's lots of junk food, there's lots of things from my childhood in there because that's what I shoot. It's not like I go, oh, I'm going to photograph a bottle today. It's like, no, we're going to photograph a panda pop with a packet of Space Raiders because that was my childhood and that's what I want to be shooting. I'm going to make some documentaries. And here's the great thing, and this is why this is important for all of you. Every single element within that, despite the fact that it's something I want to do, will get me paid. So even today, as a day I'm at work, I'm doing what I want and I'm being paid for it. And the reason I bring this up is because, well, there's a few reasons. One is because there's so much negativity out there about the industry of photography and how it's over. And the interesting thing is, having been in it for 16 years, that hasn't changed. That has always been the case. How many jobs can you think of where when you go to retire, your first thought is the next day, better get into work, haven't I? I've got stuff I want to do. After this here, I'm going to go and create a video which is going to help people be able to pitch to commercial clients. That's going to go on Studio Access. And yes, of course, I make money from that and it is immersed in everything I do. And if I was independently wealthy, perhaps I wouldn't do it that way. Perhaps I'd give it all away for free, but then I'd be taking someone else's earning potential away. So maybe that's even more unethical. I don't know. I toy with this a lot, but that's what I'll be doing next. On Studio Access, there'll be the entire, this is what you must give to a client to win that big campaign. Last week, we did one which is, this is what everyone should do, whether it's a test shoot or whatever, this is what you should be delivering to make sure it goes well. I love doing that. I'm not going to change. The way my work looks, the way my work looks will change as time progresses and all the rest of it because what you enjoy changes and what you like changes, but I'm not changing. I'm going to keep doing the same thing. Once the legal requirement to retirement happens, you better believe I'm going to be in my studio doing my thing. Now, I'm probably going to move my studio because I don't need to commute across town anymore to the school. And do I really want to commute across town to get here? Although there is lovely dog walking on this side of town, so maybe I'd do it anyway and the dog would be the reason for it. But I think it's a really interesting thing that all of you should be considering. And I think retirement is something which can be scary. It's something I've only just started thinking about in recent years, having been extremely financially stupid in my youth. I had a bit of a fear about it. But it turns out, one, I'm going to be okay, which is great. Not everyone can say that, I suppose, which is a great blessing. And two, even if I wasn't financially going to be okay, I'm not going to stop working anyway. I have no intention on ever stopping doing what I do. There is no retirement. Sure, I might start saying no more, but to be honest, I say no quite a lot already. This is my life. And I'm really happy with my lot. And this is not just a brag that I'm happy with my lot. This is me going to you. Are you happy with yours? Is this what you're enjoying? And if it is, enjoy it. Because for a lot of this time, I've been doing what I'm doing now, and I've not always been grateful and I've not always been enjoying it because I've had that fear that we all get. Have I made a mistake? Is this the wrong career path? Is it all going to come crashing down? Of course it isn't. We will always be creatives. We will always be creating. And I just think it's such a great thing that all of us, or anyone watching this, you get to be part of it. You get to be a creative. And there is no retirement. There is no career end because you're doing what you love. And I think it's worth also considering the sacrifice of salary for that. There are jobs I could do which would pay more than this, but I would have to retire at the end of it. And I've done a lot of soul searching over the years. I've had expensive things in the past. I've had expensive cars. I've had expensive lifestyle choices, expensive clothing, and I don't have any of that anymore. And ironically, now is the time I could afford it compared to back then, but I don't have it. I drive a cheap car. This t-shirt or shirt cost me £5, and the only reason I own it is because I need someone to clip my microphone on, because my daily black t-shirt, the beard whistles if I clip it here, and if I go further down, it bunches. But by making these sacrifices, I don't have to work, and I'm going to make a conscious effort every morning that I wake up to say to myself, remember, Scott, today you've chosen to do this so you don't have to work. I just think we should all be a bit more positive.